Hey guys, Lance here. In today's Medicare question, I'll be talking about choosing your coverage, and we'll be looking at what are some of the factors that you need to consider when choosing the right Medicare coverage. So the first factors you'll want to consider is if you are new to Medicare, you might be confused which coverage you want to actually choose. So before starting, you should ask yourself some basic questions. First, you want to look at flexibility. In other words, do you want the flexibility to be able to see any doctor? How important is having that kind of flexibility? So with the Medicare Advantage plan, how it works is you should know that it may have a specific network of doctors and healthcare providers that you can see as part of the plan. And so this might be actually more limiting than if you go with the original Medicare option. However, keep in mind some Medicare Advantage plans like a Medicare Advantage Pro, this is a preferred provider organization plan, they will allow you the flexibility to go outside of the network. On the other hand, with original Medicare, as I was saying earlier, this allows you to see any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare. So with original Medicare, you have typically greater flexibility, but if you go with something like Medicare Advantage, oftentimes you get additional benefits, things like maybe gym memberships or things helping with prescription payments, paying for hearing aids. It just depends on the plan, but those benefits might actually serve you better than the additional flexibility that you might get with the original Medicare plan. So the second thing to look at is expenses. Original Medicare doesn't provide an annual limit on your out-of-pocket expenses, and it doesn't offer prescription drug coverage. So if you opt for or select original Medicare, you might want to consider a Medicare supplement plan, because this will allow you to pay for some of the costs that aren't covered by original Medicare. You can also sign up for Medicare Part D. This is a prescription drug plan, and that will help to cover the costs of prescription medications. On the other hand, if you get something like a Medicare Advantage plan, this will often provide a limit on your out-of-pocket expenses, and many also include prescription drug coverages. So there's some pros and cons to each of them, and that's where your specific situation, it will help you to decide which one actually would be best for you. So one of the most important things you can do as a Medicare beneficiary is to upgrade your benefits as often as you can, or at least be reevaluating them as often as you can. And it's actually easier than you might think. So with plans and benefits updating year after year, if you're not reviewing your coverage regularly, you could be missing out on some important benefits that are offered by the major providers in your state. For example, oftentimes these providers will compete with each other to try and offer better benefits, and this can happen on a yearly basis. So bringing your current Medicare plan up to date can be kind of daunting. It can be kind of confusing, trying to figure out which one might actually be the best for you. But fortunately, there is a super simple way to get the most recent benefits without having to call millions of companies or even spending endless amounts of time scrolling through the internet. So Qualified Medicare is a completely free, it's a no obligation helpline to give anyone on Medicare the information they need to take advantage of all these benefits. So if you're wondering if there are better plans available, or worried that you may not fully understand your current Medicare plan, or you're just kind of curious as to what other benefits you could get at no extra cost, well then you can go ahead and again call this toll-free Medicare Hotline number, which is on the screen here. Also, we'll put the phone number down in the description below. And then one of the licensed agents will be happy to answer any questions you might have and basically help you find the best coverage that's available for you and for your particular situation, because it actually is very easy to switch your plan on the spot, again, if it's in your best interest. And that's even if it's outside of the annual enrollment period. So ultimately, if you do have any additional questions or if you'd like additional help, first, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. We love getting to answer and try and help out as much as we can. I'll include any additional resources in the description as well, including the number to the hotline where you can call and speak to someone and get all of your questions answered that way, so they can listen to you and your situation and help you figure out what's going to be best for you. But otherwise, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.